Diddy's Descent, a sex trafficking trial that could shatter an empire. The name Sean Diddy Combs once echoed with the triumphant sounds of hip-hop royalty. Now, it reverberates with accusations of sex trafficking, violence, and a darkness that threatens to consume his legacy. Prepare to delve into the abyss of allegations that have brought a music mogul to his knees. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Diddy, once untouchable, now stands before the court, a stark contrast to the image he carefully cultivated. He appeared in a New York City federal court, the weight of the indictment seemingly invisible on his face. He entered a plea of not guilty to sex trafficking charges that span 2 decades, a denial that rings hollow in the face of mounting evidence. Did he truly understand the gravity of the accusations, or was this just another performance? Jury selection is slated to begin at the end of April, a process that will determine who holds his fate in their hands. Opening statements are expected on May 12th, the day the curtain rises on a trial that could redefine power and accountability. The indictment paints a disturbing picture of a man who allegedly used his influence as a music mogul to manipulate and control. He is accused of intimidating, threatening, and luring vulnerable women into a world of exploitation. The allegations detail a pattern of forced commercial sex acts, a chilling reminder of the power dynamics at play. Victims were allegedly subjected to violence, threats, and verbal abuse, their spirits broken under the weight of his control. The indictment outlines specific instances of physical assault, a brutal display of dominance. Throwing objects and people, hitting, dragging, choking, and even dangling a victim over a balcony, these are the acts of a monster, not a music icon. The admissibility of the video showing Combs assaulting Cassie is a crucial battleground. Prosecutors argue it's essential to proving his pattern of abuse, a visual representation of the power he wielded. The defense, predictably, claims the video is deceptive and manipulated, a desperate attempt to discredit the evidence. Is this a genuine concern, or a calculated move to protect their client? The government's reluctance to disclose the accusers' identities raises further questions. Citing fear of retaliation, they argue that protecting the victims is paramount, but this secrecy also fuels speculation and distrust. 2 years ago, Diddy celebrated his lavish 53rd birthday in Beverly Hills, seemingly at the peak of his power. Now, his career hangs by a thread, unraveling under the weight of relentless accusations. In 2024, the accusations intensified, painting a portrait of a man consumed by darkness. He was accused of kidnapping, drugging, and coercing women into sexual activities, allegations that shook the foundations of his empire. The raid on his Los Angeles mansion revealed a disturbing glimpse into his world, with supplies for freak-offs seized by authorities. Despite the overwhelming evidence, Combs maintains his innocence, entering a not guilty plea. Cassie's lawsuit, filed on November 16, 2023, was the first domino to fall, alleging violent abuse and participation in freak-offs. The lawsuit was quickly settled, but the damage was done, and the floodgates were opened. Multiple lawsuits followed in November and December 2023, each more damning than the last. Allegations of sexual assault dating back to 1991 surfaced, painting a picture of a predator who had been operating with impunity for decades. Accusations of drugging and sexual assault became commonplace, each lawsuit adding another layer to the disturbing narrative. Claims of rape and violence further solidified the image of a man who allegedly abused his power without remorse. In December 2023, an underage sex claim emerged, alleging sex trafficking and gang rape involving a minor. This accusation, if proven true, would be the ultimate nail in the coffin for Diddy's already tarnished reputation. Diddy has consistently denied all allegations, dismissing the lawsuits as attempts to garner publicity and financial gain. His words ring hollow, a desperate attempt to maintain control in the face of overwhelming evidence. He stated that he did not do any of the awful things being alleged, a blanket denial that ignores the specific and detailed accusations against him. Is this the truth, or a carefully constructed lie? He pledged to fight for his name, family, and the truth, a promise that sounds increasingly empty with each new accusation. Can he truly salvage his reputation, or is he destined to be remembered as a monster? In February 2024, music producer Rodney Jones Jr. accused Combs of unwanted sexual contact, adding another layer to the allegations of grooming and abuse. The web of deceit continued to tighten around him. The leaked Cassie assault video on May 17, 2024, was a turning point, providing undeniable visual evidence of his violent behavior. His carefully constructed facade began to crumble. Combs apologized and took full responsibility, a calculated move to mitigate the damage. But was this a genuine expression of remorse, or a desperate attempt to salvage his reputation? Model and actress Crystal McKinney sued on May 21, 2024, accusing Combs of drugging and forcing oral sex. The accusations continued to mount, each one further eroding his credibility. By July 2024, Adria English filed an 8th lawsuit, claiming she was groomed into sex trafficking. The pattern of abuse became increasingly clear, painting a disturbing picture of a man who allegedly preyed on vulnerable women. His no-show at a court hearing on September 10, 2024, resulted in a default judgment against him, later set aside. This act of defiance further fueled the perception that he believed himself to be above the law. Girl band star Dawn Richards sued on September 11, 2024, alleging sexual assault and verbal abuse. The chorus of accusations grew louder, drowning out his denials. On September 16, 2024, Combs was arrested in a Manhattan hotel room, the culmination of years of alleged abuse and exploitation. The walls were finally closing in. He was charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution on September 17, 2024. The charges were severe, reflecting the gravity of the alleged crimes. Prosecutors alleged kidnapping, forced labor, and bribery, painting a picture of a man who allegedly used his wealth and power to control and exploit others. He was described as the head of a criminal enterprise abusing women, a label that could define his legacy. He was denied bail due to the risk to the trial, a sign that the court recognized the potential for him to obstruct justice. His freedom was curtailed, and his future hung in the balance. The lawsuits continued to pour in, a torrent of accusations that threatened to drown him. By September 24, 2024, an 11th lawsuit was filed, accusing him of rape. On October 1, 2024, more than 100 new assault allegations surfaced, claims of sexual assault, rape, and sexual exploitation. The sheer volume of accusations was staggering. 6 new lawsuits were filed on October 14, 2024, accusations from unnamed women and men. The anonymity of the accusers only added to the mystery and intrigue surrounding the case. A lawsuit on October 15, 2024, claimed that a Tupac comment led to rape, a bizarre twist that highlighted the complex and often disturbing relationships within the hip-hop industry. Ashley Parham's lawsuit in California added another layer to the legal battles. 7 new lawsuits were filed on October 21, 2024, alleging sexual assault at various parties. The accusations painted a picture of a man who allegedly used his lavish parties as hunting grounds for victims. 2 more lawsuits were filed on October 29, 2024, alleging that the victims were underage at the time of the alleged assaults. These accusations, if proven true, would carry severe consequences. 5 more anonymous lawsuits were filed on November 19, 2024, alleging sexual assault at parties. The anonymity of the accusers underscored the fear and intimidation that allegedly permeated Diddy's world. Combs was denied bail for a 3rd time on November 27, 2024, a sign that the court remained unconvinced of his innocence. His attempts to secure his release were repeatedly thwarted. He was accused of dangling a woman from a balcony on November 29, 2024, a chilling detail that highlighted the alleged violence and control he exerted over his victims. Jay-Z was named as a co-defendant in a rape case on December 8, 2024, a shocking development that implicated another prominent figure in the hip-hop industry. Jay-Z vehemently denied the allegation, but the damage was done. Combs remains in custody, his freedom curtailed as he awaits trial. His repeated attempts to secure bail have been denied, a sign that the court views him as a flight risk and a potential threat to the trial. The trial is scheduled for May 5, 2025, a date that will determine his fate. Will he be found guilty and face the consequences of his alleged actions, or will he somehow manage to escape justice? The world is watching, waiting to see if the empire built on music and influence will crumble under the weight of these devastating accusations. The truth, whatever it may be, will soon be revealed. The Sean Diddy Combs case is more than just a legal battle. It's a reflection of power, abuse, and the dark underbelly of fame. What do you think? Will justice prevail, or will Diddy escape the consequences of his alleged actions? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the most shocking crime cases. Click the notification bell to stay updated, and consider supporting our channel to help us continue bringing you the truth.